Hello, Todd Clemens, Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here's your weekly market report. Kind of a really strange week this week here at Okeechobee and most all sale barns across the state. The highly pathogenic Asian bird flu event is still going on, and the regulators, state officials, the veterinary's office, from state to state are trying to come up with a plan on how to move these lactating dairy cows from the farm to a slaughter facility, or from a livestock market to the slaughter facility. Interstate movement, not inside the state but out of state. So it's a moving target with these dairy cows and this bird flu event, which, you know, if you want to hear my opinion, I'll tell you, but that's all it is. I just think it's a lot to do about something that really hasn't affected anything, because of the pasteurization of the milk is safe. It's safe. The meat from dairy animals is not infected at all. There's no risk to the public from this. So one guy got pink eye because he drank milk that from a dairy. He worked there, and the milk was not pasteurized, and this guy gets pink eye, and that's about all there is to that. So I mean, this is turning into a fiasco with movement regulations. What kind of forms do you need to move cattle from the market to the packing houses? So it's just going on and on. We were on the phone this morning with the state veterinary's office, and really they don't know any more than you know or I know. Okay, so I think we're really getting making a big deal out of something that may not be that all big a deal. This week, the state inspectors here at the market, if you guys brought cattle in, you would have seen them out there in their hazmat suits. It was like we were under a nuclear attack here. So what does that how does that make you feel when you pull up here with your gooseneck load of calves that you want to sell, and you see these guys out there in the white suits and the hood, the gloves, the booties, the whole deal, man? It's crazy. So those inspectors were told by our state to protect themselves and wear this gear. We didn't even have any dairy cows to begin with. The dairymen heard all about this stuff. They knew they're a very knowledgeable group, and so they didn't bring their cows because they knew that the public perception is not good. But I'm here to tell you from what I know, which is all I know, which is probably as much as anybody else knows, or maybe less. But regardless, there's no problem moving cattle, selling your cattle. Bring your cattle. We can sell them. There's buyers here, and they'll sell for a good price. That's what I can tell you. The market was off a little bit on cows, maybe $3 or $4, but I saw some good cows weighing 1,200 pounds bring $1.20 something. So it's still really good. I saw bulls bring $1.40, $1.45 on big slaughter bulls. So prices are good. It's nothing to be alarmed about on the market side of things. Saw some good calves sell here through the ring this week, and the calf market has been off the last few weeks, I guess, since this bird flu thing came out. But I saw some 500-pound calves still bringing $1,500. So that's good. The 400-pound calves are bringing up there, around $1,400. So that's good. So the market's good. There's bad news and good news. The bird flu is still out there. That's the bad news. Hopefully they're going to get this thing sorted out. These cows will all get well soon, and we can go on about our business. So don't let that bother you too bad. The good news that I just read that came off of the I'll pull this report up from the Capitalist. I don't know if y'all read that or not, but the first thing I saw, the first article on the Capitalist, it's an email report that I get in. Governor DeSantis, He seems to be really looking out for us, and everywhere I go, you know, if you go out of the state of Florida, you talk to people, they like your governor. We like your governor. He's doing a great job, in my opinion. He's a hero for agriculture. Today, it's expected that he's going to sign a bill that prohibits the manufacture, sale, and distribution of lab-grown meat. Legislation that, among other provisions, includes the United States' first outright ban on the commercial sale of lab-grown or cultivated meat was submitted to Governor Ron DeSantis yesterday, and the governor is expected to sign that measure into law. Commissioner of Agriculture Wilton Simpson pledged support for the initiative, referencing potential health hazards due to a largely unregulated market. In other words, lab-grown meat, they don't know. And another thing I read was that this lab-grown meat could be susceptible to some sources of bacteria could enter in to this lab-grown meat, not like regular animal meat. That's not going to happen. But this lab-grown stuff, it could not be. It could be contaminated from what I've read. So that's great news. So good for Ron DeSantis and Wilton Simpson there for standing up for the cattle producers here in the state of Florida. We appreciate that very much. So we had 700 or so head there Monday and close to 800 on Tuesday, which was a pretty good run. And it would have been bigger, but the strange thing, Monday we had 5 dairy cows, and Tuesday we had 0 dairy cows. So those guys, they heard about all these regulations and the bird flu thing, and it's just scared them to death, and they thought if they brought their cows in here, nobody was going to bid on them. They wouldn't bring anything, so you know, that was good for them. They did the right thing, and now that the regulations and rules are that bring the dairy cows, you can sell the dairy cows, and they can move with the health paper written by a veterinarian who we have on call to write health papers, no problem. So if you're a dairyman and you have cows that you need to sell, you can send them to Okeechobee Livestock Market or any market in the state of Florida, and you can sell those cows and pick your check up and go on about your business. So I know it's a little bit nervous or scary out there to some people, but it's movement of these dairy cows is okay. They've got it figured out that move them with a health paper, and it's not that big a deal. So again, prices are steady, maybe off just a little bit, but things are selling really good. And I don't know that I have any other information on that, but if you know of any other news that we need to know about, let us know. So we're trying to stay on top of this moving target, and if anything comes out there that you need to know, we'll try to get it to you. Top prices for the week on the calf side was Will Corona. Good job, Will. He's right here in Okeechobee. He brought a 165-pound little steer calf in here that brought $4.70. Now that's not a bad price. Shows you right there that these calf prices are still up there pretty good. That calf was bought by JPN. And on the slaughter cow side, this shows you again these slaughter cow prices are still pretty good. We had a 1,205-pound cow that brought $1.29. That cow was bought by Florida Beef. That's $1.29 a pound for a 1,205-pound cow. Not too shabby. The cow was brought in by St. McDaniel Ranch in Clewiston, and so that's a good price for a cow. And I would imagine that prices are going to hold up next week. So if you got them out there and you need to bring them on in. We'll be here to help you. We appreciate you watching this report. Thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. We'll keep the news coming to you. Thank you.